Richards.
Hey, Tony, how are you?
Man, it's a blessing to have you here. Please join us, man. It is awesome.
Thanks for having me on.
Wow. Natural high, right?
Yes.
Man, the Hoodie Award. Let's talk a little bit about that and what that meant to you.
Well, let me tell you, Tony, it was an amazing experience. It was like the Grammys. And I'm just honored to win the Neighborhood Awards for 2 consecutive years for the Best Community Leader. And what Steve Harvey is doing is giving regular people like me a platform. An award show like that where we can just honor all of these business owners in the community is great, because a lot of business owners in the communities never be recognized for the work that they're doing. And for me to be nominated and to win 2 consecutive years, to go back and give back in my foundation, is just an amazing experience.
Now that's huge. But what I feel right now is a humble experience, because you gave homage to Mr. Harvey.
Yes.
As well.
Yes.
And you have touched, I want to talk about the lives that you have touched through this, not 1 year, but 2 years.
Yes.
You and your wife.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you a little bit about my nonprofit. The Richards Group Foundation is a nonprofit foundation that I started in 2011 in honor of my mom.
Okay.
It started in our same projects where I grew up in Washington, D.C. 6 kids in a 3-bedroom apartment on public assistance, no father in the home. But my mother used to house everybody in the community. People would come over, she would feed them, she would give them somewhere to stay. She had the heart of gold. So once I became successful in business, one of the things I wanted to do was to go back into the inner city and give back to a lot of at-risk kids in the community. So I started right at my own projects, and I call it Project 1335. That's my old building number.
Okay.
And I mentor the kids there every Monday from 5 to 7 p.m. So it's just an amazing experience, because now I'm going back and I'm teaching our kids to see beyond their circumstances, and I'm giving them hope.
Now, you know what I heard too? In the scriptures, it talks about the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree.
Yes.
And you just talked about how your mother opened herself up.
Yes.
And that energy, you putting it out. Not only are you here, and I just want to thank Team USA.
Yes.
Let's give them a applause, Team USA, for having you here today.
Yes.
And you're traveling right now throughout the United States.
Mm-hmm.
You was just in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're here sharing this with us. So not only are you just traveling, but you're touching lives. But this foundation, I want to talk a little bit about what, you talked to your mom, moved you.
Mm-hmm.
But as you start developing this, share a little bit about as it start unfolding.
Right. Well, when I started to see the difference and the change in a lot of the kids, what I found to be true, Tony, is our kids just want somebody to show them that it's possible.
Okay.
And we're living in a season now where you have to go out and create your own wealth. And that's what I do. I pour back into the kids and I talk to them about entrepreneurship.
Okay.
Okay. And the way it unfolded, because, I became very successful as a businessman. And as a businessman, all I wanted to do was make $1 million. Once I'd done that, traveled the world, you only can eat a steak so many ways,
right.
stayed at all of the nice hotels. Mm-hmm. It all gets old. What I found to be true, the only thing that matters is what you give back to the planet. So I get my gratification by going back, okay, and in the same projects, going through all the drug dealers, okay, and inspiring our kids to be great. And then when I see this develop over the last 2 years, it's just an awesome, humbling experience to see these kids begin to grow, and you see change come through in their life.
Right.